This is where the fun begins.
I have fought the worst of all wars and witnessed the redemption of evil. I have seen balance restored to the Force. But order can turn to chaos, as it did when I was born. Now, with my loved ones and my loyal allies, I face a new challenge unlike any before. And I'm not sure this time we can win.
Star Wars Vector Prime by R.A. Salvatore, the first novel of the new Jedi Order.
Hello, everyone, and I thought I wasn't going to do a coffee chat because, as you could tell by my voice, I am sick. I have other things going on too in my life that I wasn't going to do coffee chat because I'm dealing with some emotions regarding that. But here I am because an important thing happened, and I don't know if you would say it important, but for me, for my channel, it's kind of is. And so I wanted to touch bases with you guys on that. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to hop in. Hopefully, I was able to have someone read or tweet that I'm live. Hey there, Iris. How you doing? Feel better? Honey in the hot tea. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we'll wait a couple more minutes here before to allow people to hop on. But here I am. Like I said, I wasn't going to do coffee chat to allow myself to heal. I'm going to be on the spacing tomorrow night. And also there is other circumstances to why I was just going to go ahead and not have coffee chat. But here I am. And one circumstance that happened to occur has me here with you guys today. Yeah, so nothing bad. I mean, not bad, like as in like life changing or drastic or whatever. So yeah, so if anybody will kindly go and tweet on Twitter that I am live, please do so. Yeah, so here I am. So this could be a fun, casual chat regarding Star Wars, and because I have nothing planned, because I wasn't going to, I was going to allow myself to heal some more from this cold. But here I am. And then I have Grumpy Old Ninja. Hello. So did we? Thanks for powering through, but heal up. Yeah. And let's see here. You rock. You're one tough cookie. God bless. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So since I have 7 viewers here without being able to announce this on Twitter, I am going to go ahead and share this crazy friggin' news that's going on here with what's going on with me. Let's see here. I know I sound all mysterious, right? It's so crazy, but I'm going to tell you. Hold on. Let me see Windows here. Let's see here. All right. So as you guys see in front of here, I woke up this morning thinking, okay, I need to let my subscribers know on Twitter that I'm not going live today because I am still not well. And I go on and found out that my Twitter is suspended. And hello, you guys, for jumping on. And yeah, and then so I got the notification, and so I'm trying to resolve to get everything cleared up. And my phone wasn't accepting any tweets, or not tweets, texts and stuff. So I had to resolve that. And to find out, I go on to log into my email, and I guess I violated the rules of abuse and harassment. What happened was my response was to someone responding back to me, and they said something like me having like half a cock or whatever, and I probably will get so basically saying that I have a little cock, I guess. And so I responded with what I said here. Well, at least my is bigger than yours. And so they went, even though they provoked this, and I, went back because he was being snide and condescending anyway. So I replied back in such a manner. And yeah, they harassed first. You're right, Iris. They harassed first. I didn't complain because I get people who chime back at me, try to, bite back at me with some snide, condescending remarks. And I just leave it as that, because there's no reason to go that route of like, tattletelling, I guess you could say. And so, I bit back because I figured, oh, they're going to be condescending. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. So I bit back with what I stated right there, and I got reported. And so because I was the one who was harassing, so they got so offended that I said that mine, even though I'm a woman. um, um, Even though I'm a woman, that mine is bigger than theirs, and so that pissed them off. And so I wasn't able to let you guys know that I'm not having coffee chat today. Yet my voice has been a lot worse than it is today, this last couple of days. So yeah, so this is what's going on. So hopefully by the end of the day today, I'll have stuff, this all resolved. And I don't know how long I will be suspended, but it's a temporary suspension. So this is what's going on here. However, my channel, I'm still here. And I'm still with you guys here. And I figured, well, might as well have coffee chat, touch basis with everybody, because some of you guys do follow me on Twitter. I have a YouTube community page. So if one of you guys are a member of the YouTube community page, please put in there that I am temporarily suspended, and I'll be returning. I don't know how that affects the YouTube community page with this. I don't know. So if anybody can please, please, please go in and update that for me. Go ahead and just say that I'll be back. And but this is what happens when you bite back at someone who is being snide and condescending to you. And yeah, so let me see what you guys have to say here. Oh my goodness, you guys jumped. They gold you into a violation. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And let's see, you should have reported them instead. And that's the thing. When people bite back and they be snide or condescending, I just let it go because I'm not petty. And that's what I did, is I just went it back. And then so I bit back too, but I did. Hey there, Matt G. How are you doing? Sad little people, correct. Let's see, such bottomless stupidity on Twitter or by Twitter. I wish you speedy recovery. Thank you. We have to report these stooges first. Yeah, that's what I'm learning. But like I said, after I realized, like after this right here, I'm like, I need to block this guy. I really do. So what I did is I blocked him because like he kept on, we were discussing Star Wars. That's usually my discussion. And I think it was about Wikipedia or something. And he started getting really testy and pushy about it. And then he said his reply about me being like having half cock or whatever, and then so I replied with this. And then he goes on to say, and this is the warning sign I should have taken, is that he's like, well, my disability, I have mental disabilities, blah 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 blah, basically is what he said. And I just left it at that. And I was chatting with a couple people, DMing them, and I'm like, I think I need to block this guy. And they're like, yeah, block him. So I blocked him. I did. And so this is what happens after I blocked him. So or as I block him. Let's see here. Matt G says, Twitter sucks. Why bother being there? Left my ass off. I use it for my channel. I use it to help with my channel. I do use Facebook with Expanded Universe group pages to get my content out for people to come and watch. And my Twitter is all about my channel. My Facebook is more or less about my life and powwow, networking with powwow family and all that. So there's a huge difference between the two. And I like to keep it separated, although I do use Facebook to like the Expanded Universe eccentric pages to our groups to get out my content. And YouTube is connected more or less to our Twitter is more or less connected to my YouTube channel, if that makes sense. So, it's just like a marketing, or I guess you could say, if you want to call it a quote unquote business, a business plan, like what I'm using this for. Yeah, screw Twitter suspensions. You insult towards them was truth. You got pair balls. Yeah, so that's what happened. And I don't have anything, no content to talk about with you guys. I don't even have a poll up for you guys to vote because, like I said, I was gonna, let myself heal a little bit more so I could be on, come back on spacing. And then I was gonna go ahead and plan 2 live streams next week, one holocron or HoloNet journal, and then of course my coffee chat. And I've been looking for people to interview for my Talking EU, which I want to get back because I love that show. I do. I love that show. Interviewing people about Star Wars and what got them into the EU. That is my absolute favorite part of my channel, and I haven't had that in the last few months. And I want to get that taken care of and back in the schedule. And I will just announce it here because I wasn't going to announce it on Twitter anyways. But one reason why I kind of like stepped away, and this is all while I kind of stepped away from Twitter a little tiny bit, not a little tiny bit, a lot more, is that my brother passed away last Friday. And so I was just giving myself some time to feel and think and go through all of those emotions and stuff that happens when you have someone pass away in your life. And yeah, and so I was allowed myself to go through that, and then caught a cold, and I was like, well, might as well just take time for myself and come back strong and ready to go with my channel and get through these emotions, get through being sick, and come back strong and ready for you guys so we could just have fun nerding out and chatting and talking about Star Wars. Yeah, let's see here. Hard Work says that's how RGE got taken down the first time. Just block them. Twitter always sides with them, right? Once they start, saying, my disability is, you have to be careful with that. And I didn't take that warning sign. I really didn't. And I did comment with that. That was my very last comment to that dude. And it says, it can suck, but like any tool can be useful. Yep, it can. It truly can. Explain on the community Facebook page that you were banned because you hurt someone's feelings. Thank you so much, Jedi Padawan Trailer. Thank you so much. Thank you for the condolences. And that's the thing is like with something as personal as someone passed away in your life, because I've seen people attack other people on Twitter when they hear about your family members passing away. I've seen that with that Star Wars girl, Anna. And but and I don't, I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to give them any kind of fuel to do that. And so I decided I wasn't going to, say anything about the passing of my brother. And I figured if I do, it'll be later on when I come back and we chat here on Coffee Chat. So here we are. And hola, OG and gang. Can't stay, work to do. We'll watch tomorrow. Have a great show. Thank you so much, Alex, for hopping in and saying hello. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it was crazy stuff to wake up to, but I'm not here to like try to get pity or anything like that. But thank you guys so much for the condolences and everything. Yeah. Let's see here. Being a therapist, if you want to talk about any issues, just DM me. That applies to anyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And my nose is starting to red. Darn it. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. Hello, Marlena. How are you doing? Thank you, Caffeinated Wolf. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Caffeinated Wolf, I am right now temporarily suspended off of Twitter because I replied back with what I said right, or what it says right here in this in this image that I'm sharing with you guys, because he said that I had half a cock, and so I said mine must be bigger than yours. There you go. Because if you want to snip at me, I'll snip back, right? Yeah. So thank you so much. Knights and Melvin are here to support you. Thank you so much. And this guy was going off like he was like, I don't know. I wouldn't say he was a Disney shill, a Disney Star Wars shill, but he did, do a big offensive for Filoni, which, I mean, fine. If you like his work, more power to you. I've seen it from the start with the Clone Wars on how much destruction he has created for the Star Wars lore. And I don't care for him. I never have, and that's fine. We all have who we and we don't like. I have authors that I in the Star Wars EU that I like and I don't favor as much as well. And it just goes. Everybody has who they do and do not like, but I don't put anybody on a pedestal. Not even George Lucas. He says things and contradicts himself and everything. But the thing is that you got to do your research with everything on what was said, and that goes with the company. The company is the one that is running the brand, and so you have to really do your research on what kind of points you're going to make on Twitter or anything, even here on YouTube, and make sure everything aligns, because you could just say something wasn't canon and then show a one single statement that's being used by millions, or not millions, geez, I was a bit hyperbolic on that, but by a few people. But that doesn't mean it's correct. When a company course corrects a statement, that means what they course corrected is what is true to the company. So, yeah. And let's see here. Grief in our space is extra difficult in public. It is. It is. Be right back. I'm going to go share the stream. Thank you so much. So a Sith reported you after his feelings were hurt when you had tangled with you. Typical. Keep up the awesome work, OG. Yeah. Let's see here. And it says Filoni. Grumpy says Filoni is all about Florida, not Star Wars. Florida. I don't get what you're saying right there. But yeah. So that's what's going on here. Let me go ahead and take this off here now. Yeah. So I have never gone through being reported or suspended like that. Never ever. And I've been in some back and forths with people too on Twitter about Star Wars and stuff like that. And I try my best not to get apply ad hominem fallacies or any kind of fallacies, but I do sometimes. I admit it. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect, obviously, because I got suspended. Yeah. So, all right. So, because this is a very casual coffee chat, what do you guys want to talk about here? Let me see here. I was going to do 4 societies for the next one. I just haven't chosen. So, I don't have that lined up. So, we can't get into that because usually I prep the night before coffee chat with what we're going to talk about. And, you know what? I can't get on Twitter. Shit. See, I was going to use Twitter and I can't get on there. But I can use what I edited. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. We'll talk about that. And maybe I'll find something on Screen Rant that we could do a cringe factor. Let's see here. Let's see here. Open this. Okay. I'm going to open up a couple images. I can't pull up the article because I can't get on Twitter, but I will go ahead and see what I can do with pulling up these images to share so we could chat about this a little bit. But we all know that the company, along with their license company, did some t-shirt and short line with the OT's posters. They're the movie posters, right? And we know that Slave Leia, was taken out of Return of the Jedi because I guess it was too toxic for them to use. I guess, I don't know, too much. I don't know. So I didn't agree with that whatsoever. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up the image that we're talking about, I'm discussing, and then I'll pull up the edited version here pretty soon. I don't agree with that because of the fact that it shows her. Is it showing? Oh, there we go. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that a little bit more. It shows Leia goes through a lot. Leia goes through a lot during that time in Return of the Jedi, basically being captured by Jabba, and and succumb to be dressed the way she is, and basically what is called harem outfit. So it's like a bikini, but this goes into like the belly dance and Middle Eastern kind of structure. She's wearing a harem outfit where basically a belly dancer would wear it, or bedla. I guess you could say bedla, not harem. correct myself, Bedla. And I'm a belly dancer, so I have something not similar to what she had, but I have the bra top, and I have the hip scarf, and the skirt, quote unquote, skirt part. And so they decided, because it was too revealing, I guess, or whatever. They even changed Slave Leia to Hut Slayer Leia, which, okay, whatever. But they decided to change it to this image here, which is not even in continuity with the poster with Return of the Jedi. And she looks very passive. She looks like she's scared here. She's clutching onto her hands. And I do have a super chat I'll get to you, or a super sticker I'll get to you here pretty soon. Yeah, so she looks very passive, worried right here, right? And it's not even in continuity with the poster, what's going on and stuff. And I thought, okay, well, I'll play devil's advocate. And what I'll do here is I will go ahead and show and share what they could have done by keeping continuity with the changes they want to do, and make it even more effective. I'm going to get the super chat and then I'll go back to that. So that's super sticker. I'm sorry. Canadian 199. Thank you, big Raj, so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and share the other one I did. And if you follow me on Twitter, you would see that what I did with it. But if you don't, and you just are subscribed to me here through through YouTube, then that's fine too. But it says nothing to see here. Why do you say nothing to see here? I hate my computer sometimes. Nothing to see here. Go away. Let's see here. I just wanted the image I created. Why, please and thank you. Okay, so I'll show it right here. Let me pull that up. Are you gonna not come up now? Oh, there we go. All right, so it's now displayed. Let me go ahead and pull it up so you guys can see it. Let's see here. Here we go. There we go. So here it is. So what I did there is I went, okay, so I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I will go ahead and edit something that is in more continuity with the poster than what they did. And so I went ahead, and this is Leia in her her debriefing outfit, when in Return of the Jedi. And then what so this is her, and she's got her pistol in her hand, and she looks like a force to reckon with. She looks like she's ready to take action. She's staring right at the audience, or right at us, like the image of her in the Slave Leia outfit, basically in the bedla, I guess you could say. And the posture, everything is relatively almost the same. And so I figured, instead of having this passive Leia clutching her hands, kind of looking away, this fits the mood of Return of the Jedi's poster with this image right here. And it has her customary braids around her head that we see in Return of the Jedi, all of that. So again, I'm playing devil's advocate here, and I'm like, if you're gonna go ahead and take her, her out of there with the bikini or her bedla, and you want to be more PC about crap, then at least do something that's accurate with the show. And this is what I shared. So let's see here. Let me see what you guys have to say. Puritans. Let me see. I made a figure of Slave Leia in high school. Awesome. It said Leia looks scared, not very strong female. Like, nope, she looks a lot more fierce here. She looks alluring here as well. So she has her blaster there. Let's see here. Lego. Hey, Lego Warrior Inc. Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for jumping in. I am new to this channel. I make Lego Star Wars videos. That's pretty cool. My channel is specifically George Lucas era of Star Wars. And we just like to sit and chat and nerd out about Star Wars here, and all of that. And my voice, sorry, I have a cold. So let's see here. O.G.Starwars. I thought that was Anna. O.G.Starwars girls who did the alternate version. That was actually you. Impressive, most impressive. Yeah, it was me. Yeah, I know how to do all this stuff too. I have my AA in art, And so part of that journey, I did take digital design and stuff, and I'm thinking about doing a full course on that as well, but I don't know yet. Mr. Dystopian, they could have used her bounty hunter disguise, but they're too lazy to even do that. Yeah, I thought about using that. I thought about using her in that, but then because you don't see her face, um, I decided not to. And then I was going to use her image with her in her camouflage, indoor camouflage cover up. And but then when I came across this is still accurate. This is still Return of the Jedi accurate. I thought because her posture meets the same posture of her in her bedla or her bikini outfit, then I would use that. Let's see here. Much better, right? Much better. Let's see here. And let's see here. Oops, I got out of there. Wait, didn't Luke have a green bladed saber? Yeah, he did. And I think this original poster, because when you look at the original poster, it's not green either. I think this image was made before George decided to make it green. And if you go back and look at even or read even the novelizations to the movies, the OT, they were brought out before the movies. So whatever was changed last minute in the movie was not changed in the novel. It was already too late. So you have those differences there. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm more partial to Ewok casual outfit that Leia wore for a short part of the movie. Oh, with her dress. I was considering that too. But because of how this looks and the action that they were in here, um, I figured this one right here would be the best. Let's see here. This is for sure better than Hoth one, though I still prefer the OG. I do too. Like I said, I was just playing devil's advocate with it and showing if you're gonna change, at least stay in continuity with the show and image. Hey Keck, how are you doing? So if you guys anybody wants to go onto Twitter and just let people know that I'm temporarily suspended and tag me in it, just please do so. I greatly appreciate the support. Jackson, um, let's see here. Let's see here. So you got suspended. Being blocked by idiots wasn't enough. Now Twitter got you. Yep. I think I just like passed the threshold of how many times I can be blocked. Yeah. It was because I called someone said I had half a cock. And so I said, at least mine's bigger than yours. And I got suspended because of that for a while, for temporary suspended. Yeah. Hi, Laura. What'd you do? Oh, Twitter. Never mind. Right. Let's see here. O.G.Starwars. Ah, that explains it. Cool beans. um, Badge of Honor, Soul Assassin. I have like Soul Assassin. I have Greg or Tuscan Bob and a few others that tease me because I get blocked by so many people quick. And this time I got reported because and it was all they said I was harassing. They're the ones who harassed me first, I guess you could say, if you want to call it that. Yeah, so it's crazy. Okay, dokie. Stream shared. Thank you. Um, I just returned to Twitter, so I barely have any reach left. That's okay. That's okay. Hey there, Fook Norris. How you doing? He says, I wish she should save the exchanges so we could laugh. Laugh. I'll laugh too. Yeah. Actually, I did. The guy who tweeted me and then I responded back to that I got temporarily suspended for. I did have it saved and then I deleted it off my phone because I shared it with a couple of people saying I need to just block this idiot. There's nothing gonna, good result out of that. And obviously, look what happens. Casparius says, I was trying to get suspended the other day by calling Ellen Page a she in two reply posts to someone I failed. No, you just have to offend someone by saying that your cock is bigger than theirs. And I'm a woman. Yeah, so they really got pissed off about that. Hey Keely Chat, how are you doing? Hey there, what's going on? Well, what's going on is that I shared that why I got suspended, temporarily suspended off Twitter, and then I'm sharing now that I could redo this image better than what they did here that I'm showing you by being more accurate the with Leia, put in the correct Leia pertaining to Return of the Jedi here. Let's see here. Yeah. So yeah, so that's it. That is what's going on in the life of O.G.Starwars right now, and it's quite funny that this is going on, and there's nothing I could do about it, and I can't. There's nothing I could do about Twitter until I can return. And I'll go ahead and show this for this everybody that's coming in late because I couldn't even announce that I wasn't gonna have coffee chat because I'm trying to heal from this cold that I have, and like my voice was a lot worse the last couple of days, and I'm probably pushing it. I'm supposed to be on the spacing tomorrow evening, which I am going to be on. So catch me on Open Airlock Policies channel tomorrow night on this for the spacing. But this is what I got suspended for right here. This is my comment that I said to them. Let me see if I can highlight, if there's any way I can highlight that. Yeah, there is. So that's what I said to them in reply to them saying that I have half a cock. So that's what happened. So it's quite amusing. It is quite amusing. Let me see here. Believe it or not, even with all the heat I get for trying to be positive on Twitter, I never blocked or muted anyone. Got no issue with anyone who does, but it's just not for me. And that's fine, and I respect that. There's times I do have to block for my own sanity. And I did block that's not my Star Wars recently, and it wasn't because he was right or I was right. It was more or less because I dropped the issue. I'm like, we're not going anywhere with this. I dropped it, and he kept on coming back and returning and returning and returning. I'm like, I'm done now. I'm done with you. And so I went ahead and blocked. And I'm thinking I'm blocking him here pretty soon because I have nothing against the guy. I don't. I think that he's narrow-minded, but that's just my opinion, But yeah, Odin got suspended too. Wow. Let's see here. What's going on in the chat? First Odin and now you. Yeah, because a woman can't have a bigger cock than a guy. That's yeah. And I don't even know if Twitter or YouTube's going to allow me to talk about what I'm talking about. So I don't know. Let's see here. You cheeky girl. Yes, I am. Let's see here. Laura did nothing wrong. Let's see here. Yeah, so that thug life. Let's see here. But so they snipped at me, so I snipped back. That's all I did. And it was in the same context. So hopefully they got suspended. I don't know if they did or not. They're jealous of your toys. My toys are bigger than your actual live version. Let's see. One thing people may wish to consider is to turn your account private so that those that wish to follow you have to be approved. I thought about doing that, but because my Twitter is linked to my YouTube channel, and so I consider, like I say, quote unquote business, I consider them one and the same in a way to where I can talk about Star Wars just the same as I do here. And then I have the YouTube community channel, which is all nothing but George Lucas and Star Wars. Some people post about a little bit about Disney Star Wars, which I had let slide. But that community page is all about George Lucas Star Wars, whereas my main Twitter page is all about everything Star Wars, whether I disagree with what's going on or I like with what's going on or whatever. It's all about Star Wars. So there's the difference. Let's see what's going on here. Hey Kenny, how you doing? Thank you so much. Twitter is a raw sewage pipe of American after taco night. Ew, that's That's yeah. No, thank you. Um, well, I guess you got to be cocky for Twitter's block wardens. Too cocky, yeah, right? Uh, all right, I had to blow my nose, so I had to press mute. So let me see here. O.G.Starwars, in that case, ignore my previous suggestion. Let's see. Soul Assassin says, Odin changed his page to Templar Odin. He's still on. Maybe OG needs to change her name to OG Chopper. Oh my god. Okay, let's see here. All right, so you guys, let's go ahead and look into some. Although this Twitter thing is cringe factory, I guess you could say. I'm gonna go ahead and see on Screen Rant what we can pull up for cringe factor talk here. Let's see here. So, what's going on with the state of Star Wars and news wise? Let's see here. And usually, Soul Assassin is able to send me some cringy stuff, but not right now. Let me see what I can find here. There's a lot of other things like Godzilla going on here. Let's see here. Uh, Not much going on with Star Wars. Okay, I found one. And let me go ahead and share this. Basically, it says Star Wars, the galaxy's greatest villains unveils Palpatine's secret exclusive. So, what is Palpatine's secret? Let's see what they have to say about that. Are you guys ready for some cringe factor? I haven't read this article. So, we're reading it for the first time together. So, here we go. And I do have a bot in the chat if someone wants to grab him and I don't have anything in front of me. Yep. So Soul Assassin, if you want to take care of this bot here. I have a bot in the channel. Look at that. Naked. So they want to advertise on my channel. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Am I got the right one up here? Yes, I do. Okay. So we're all going in here together. I have no idea what this is about. So let's go ahead and have fun. And I probably won't be able to talk by tomorrow. Let me see here. But this is by Tatiana Holinder. Screen Rant presents an exclusive expert centered on Emperor Palpatine from the Star Wars Insider Star Wars, the galaxy's greatest villains. So I don't get any current Star Wars insiders anymore. I do have some old copies and stuff. So let's see what they have to say. Star Wars became a globally beloved phenomenon thanks to not only its epic and exciting heroes, but also its fascinating and complex villains. So they're talking about that. Thanks to Star Wars Insider, Screen Rant has an exclusive sneak peek behind the curtain of their latest curated collection that explores exactly who the masterminds are. So, you guys ready for this? Star Wars: The Galaxy's Greatest Villains arrives on August 30th. It has a whopping 175. I love it says with a whopping 176 pages of photos and behind the scenes details of baddies who make Star Wars franchise so good. I wonder if they're going to include anything pre-Disney or if it's all Disney. So let's see this. Let's see here. So of course, we have Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine, the villain that even Darth Vader answers to, has gone under various names. Okay, so yeah, so they're just talking about him here. So of course, Palpatine. And then, having been killed off at the climax of the original trilogy, it seems as if Palpatine's fate was sealed until he made a surprising return in The Rise of Palpatine. Yeah, let's see here. So they talk about that. I don't feel like getting into the interview here. Alongside with the revelation that Palpatine survived, we also found out that Rey is his granddaughter. Let's see here. I don't want to just know about Palpatine. So who are they? Images. Okay, here we go. Images from Star Wars: The Greatest Villains. Oh, okay. So they don't want to come up. Why aren't you not coming up? Oh, there we go. They're loading right now. All right, so here we go. So I don't know if you guys are up to date on like knowing any current villains in Star Wars other than what was shared with us. So we'll see what's going on here. Will Kathleen Kennedy be on the list? I don't know. Let's see here. Let me go back to the page. So we have Palpatine, Cody. Okay. So what's going on here? Is that all? Is that all? Is that all? Alrighty then. Well, that doesn't tell us nothing. That doesn't say anything. I'm relieving this. That was pointless. That was pointless. I wanted to see exactly who they were going to talk about. Yeah, but I guess not. I guess not. Let's see here. Let me see. There's nothing really going on with Star Wars lately, other than some novels coming out, and we're going to be talking about the Princess and the Scoundrel on Open Airlock Policies channel. So I'm not going to discuss it here. Star Wars. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Let's see here. I seen something here, and O.G.Starwars. Maybe those were the three faces of Palpatine being a villain. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see here. That's about all you can expect. Correct. And let's see here. Current villains in Star Wars. You may be pro Disney, or you may be Disney, or maybe Disney or Disney fan fiction. Currently, villains in Star Wars. You mean pre Disney, or do you mean Disney fan fiction? Yeah. And the Inquisitor says Palpatine, Iron Inquisitor basically says Palpatine surviving is anything but a revelation, considering it's been done better in Legends, correct? In the original lore, correct. So let's see what's going on here. You're just not going to show me anything? Page 1 of 50 next. They really don't have anything going on. And I didn't read the whole article, but it says unveils Palpatine's secret. We already know his secret, that he basically they copied Dark Empire. One Star Wars death proves the biggest problem with new canon. Oh, I'm intrigued. Let's check it out. And this is by Joshua Isaac. The Star Wars sequel trilogy is over, and a key death in the film proves Disney never understood how to make their new characters matter. So this is kind of like a backlash off of, or towards Disney. Let's find out. Warning contains spoilers for Star Wars number 25. So I guess that's a comic. The Star Wars sequel trilogy was a collective box office success. All right, so we're not going to get into that. The release of The Rise of Skywalker in 2019 ended the 9-film main series, retroactively labeled the Skywalker Saga. And ever since, no stories have been released that continue the narrative beyond the point. But Star Wars number 25 includes the story of Snap Wexley, a pilot whom the Star Wars films completely glossed over. And I guess that's him right here. So that's him. And the current Star Wars series of comics chronicles 3 eras: the Age of the Republic, Age of Rebellion, Age of Resistance. So I guess that's what's going on in Star Wars today. Out of all the eras, the sequel trilogy has seen the least, or let me reread that. Out of all eras, the sequel trilogy has seen the least development in the comics, perhaps owing to the truncated timeline of the films. There is virtually no time between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. That's correct. So, and just a little bit of history here. So, like with the original lore, you have the Old Republic, you have the prequel trilogy era, you have the Dark Times, basically, and that's what is called the Empire era, I guess you could say. And then you have the classical times, which you could say the Dark Times is part of the classical times, and that's including the OT. And then you have the New Republic era, Then you have the New Jedi Order era, and then you have the Legacy era that includes Fate of the Jedi, Legacy of the Force, and the Legacy comics. So that's how expansive that is compared to right here, where you have the Age of the Republic, Age of Rebellion, Age of Resistance. So that's the difference between the two right now. But there's a huge difference between the two. We know that already. And then when you look at the timeline for their trilogy, for the Disney trilogy, there's no significant breaks between the movies or between the timeline. The OT, you have like between episodes 4 and 5, you have 3 years, and then 5 and 6, you have a year. So you have that whole time frame to fill in and share with the expanding universe what's going on with our heroes and the Empire during that time frame. With this, you don't. And then, of course, we have the PT, where we have like 10 years between episode 1 and 2, and then 3 years between 2 and 3, giving a lot more time to develop between there and have a lot more things fleshed out on what happened during those time frames. And so they don't give that comfort or that cushion for anything to be expanded on during that time, and that's a huge difference. Thus the vast majority of sequel trilogy chronicling cosmics depicts this one an account for year. Okay, that kind of sounded funny to me. However, in the final story in the anthology comic Star Wars 25, written by Charles Soule with art and aftermath, the Battle of Exegol is finally seen. Snap Wexley, Resistance pilot and friend to Poe Dameron, dies after his X-wing is hit by an enemy fire and crashes into a Star Destroyer. I don't know how many of you guys care about what happened to him, but I just wanted to see what point there that screen rant is going to make. So we'll get into this some more. When the battle is over, Poe and his fellow pilots mourn Snap. They discuss his accomplishments, his temperament, and his loyalty as a pilot and as a friend. Unfortunately, none of these characteristics are on display during the films. We see this is the comic right here. And I'll do another comparison here too. We get pretty much get to know what with Luke and Biggs, the relationship, because that was a little bit developed. But with Wedge and Tilly's, he never really dies in the expanded EU, or at least we don't get to see the death because he lives for such a long time. But with Wedge and Tilly's in the original or the true Star Wars, the real Star Wars, we do get to know about him somewhat, in the movies, but it's never really fully expanded. He's just there as a character helping, with as part of the rebellion and stuff. And then we get to see, you did hear a kitty cat. She's over here. I need to feed them here pretty soon. So she's over here nudging me, saying, "Mom, you forgot to feed me." And so with Wedge, he gets more fleshed out in the EU, and we also see that with a lot other characters too. They get more fleshed out in the EU, and that's fine. And so I guess what they're saying is that we never got to see who this character was, and there was no way that in the time frame of the Disney trilogy to really flesh him out to get to know him. Whereas what I said is with the OT and the PT, there's plenty of time between the movies to flesh out these characters a little more, and that's including Wedgettellies and stuff. So they're saying that basically this is a mistake of theirs to not having any time pass between the events of the movies to allow further character development of some of these characters. Snap was abandoned by Snap Wexley was abandoned by the greater Star Wars narrative in the sequel trilogy, while the comics treats him as a major player. The issue with Snap's eulogy is the same issue as the sequels. The audience is told about Snap, but never actually shown his character. And that's another thing that they felt about, is that they're told, but they're not shown. We were shown and also told about Antilles, in the OT. But then the EU, we were able to learn more about him. This is the same problem with the sequels films have with many elements. The nature of the First Order, Kylo Ren's backstory, and Poe's history as a criminal, as a criminal in The Rise of Skywalker. Okay. The Rise of Palpatine. Snap Wexley's death is emblematic of the greater sequel problem, a lesser focus on the main character, with little to no attention paid to anyone not on the poster. That's true. No other characters have arcs and are and mostly are barely noticed. Star Wars comics and films have a major disconnect, and they lie in the background. They lie in the background characters and the differences in the way they are treated. So there you go. So I agree. I've said this before. They they don't tell a story. They don't tell us why we need to be invested into this stuff. Let's see here. What did you say? Oh, I missed it. How come it didn't show up? Okay. Update. OG's not gone, just out of commission for a bit by Twitter like. Yep. Let's see here. All right. I'm going to see what you guys have to say. So basically, in a nutshell, when they created the ST, they didn't leave enough time span between the events in the movies, like George did with his, to allow any expansion to happen for the characters and the lore or the story to happen. And that's one of their failures, I guess you could say, with their product. And then another failure is basically writing these novels to explain plot holes, which creates further plot holes as well. Let me see here. So that's a little bit of cringe factor for you guys today. I don't want to destroy my voice any further. I need to rest it so that you guys can catch me on the spacing on Tim's channel or Open Airlock Policies channel tomorrow night. We're going to have some great discussions. We've been watching a show that basically feels like a hit piece towards George Lucas, and in the person that's being interviewed is Marcia. Sorry, I always say Marcia, but Marcia, but we're going to probably discuss some about that, and then talk about Princess Leia and Han Solo in The Scoundrel and the Princess, and break that down as well. So it should be very, very interesting. Soul Assassin says, don't read those Disney Wars comics, OG. You'll rot your brain with them. Oh, no, I'm not. I'll research about them if I'm going to do a compare and contrast, but I won't read them in full. I'll just go and research the context of it. Wedge was willing to risk losing a hand and his life to delay the destruction of an imperial. Yeah, exactly. And that was intrusive, Bakura. I like Wedge. He did get some love in the EU, but he deserves more. Yes, he does. Yeah. Let's see here. Exactly, Soul Assassin. Yeah, and I got another bot here that happened. OG has frozen on Twitter. Yep. So I don't know how long this is going to be. I have to go back and see. I have to go and see if I can get things resolved. Let's see here. But I have these sex bots coming up here. Feel better. Thank you so much. Thank you for the great show. Thank you so much. Bot reported. Thank you so much. This is jumping on me. Sadly, I work until 9 p.m. tonight, but I'll stay. I'll still try to catch you on the flip side. Rest the voice, OG. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming in. I thought, oh well, since I can't let you guys know on Twitter that I'm not gonna do coffee chat to save my voice and stuff, and then finding out I am temporarily suspended, might as well come up here and do a live and chat with you guys a little bit. And Batos basically is coming in. I'm getting ready to end the show. Oh my God, my friend, I'm so sorry. OG may be suspended, but you can still get merch. You guys, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. I don't know if I can have any people follow me while I'm suspended. So, but if you're not following me on Twitter yet, see if you could follow me now. If not, then once I get my account back and rolling, then we'll go with that. Yeah, your voice already sounds much better than initially. May the rest follow soon. Yeah. And then OG should rename her community to OG Rebellion. Wait till Abu hears about the suspension. Yep. I know. I know. All right, you guys. So there's your Cringe Factory. Next Wednesday, I'll have my Hollow Net journal going back in history of Lucasfilm and Star Wars for June and July. And so stay tuned for that. That should be fun discussion. And then Thursday, coffee chat. So stay tuned for that as well. And thank you guys for coming in and chatting with me. This is what's going on with me right now. I guess be careful on who you bite back at on Twitter, because they will use it to get revenge and get you suspended. Yeah. So thank you guys again, and I shall see you on Twitter once it is lifted. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny what I got in trouble for. Talk about crybabies. Oh my God. All right, you guys, I need to really save this voice. So you guys have a great day, and may the force be with you.
The fate of the galaxy is now in your hands. With the new LEGO Star Wars Slave 1, you can load Captain Solo, arm your weapon systems, man the cockpit, and take off with the most feared ship in the galaxy. But watch out for rebel ships. No matter the enemy, no matter the firepower, you control the action. With the new LEGO Star Wars collection.
Another happy landing.